To really understand how Joomla composes the pages that make up your Joomla websites, you really have to focus in on the menus. So if we look at the default home page from our sample data that was installed with my Joomla, notice that there is a menu here at the top. There's another menu about Joomla, and then one below it, this site. There's even another menu up here in the upper right hand corner. So if we focus on this menu, Home, Sample Sites, Joomla.org, and then go to our back end and click on the menus and then go to the menu manager, notice that here are my menus. The top menu is very appropriately labeled because notice that I have options Home, Sample Sites, Joomla.org. Those three links match these three. Try unpublishing one of the items. Notice there's a red dot there. That means it's unpublished. If we go back and refresh my browser, notice the Joomla.org link disappears. So likewise, if I go to Sample Sites and unpublish it, refresh my page, sure enough, my menu there is disappearing. So this is a good way to learn your template and where your menus are. Again, go back and let's this time click on the About Joomla menu. Notice I have Getting Started, Using Joomla, Using Extensions, and then some submenus down there. Here are Getting Started, Using Joomla, the Joomla project. And those correspond to this menu. Let's unpublish the Getting Started link. Notice that there's the status, a red dot next to the status. Refresh my page. So notice immediately that the Getting Started link in the About Joomla menu is now gone. So this is a good way to kind of get orientated to how the menus work, is try removing some of the menus on this default content menu lists here. Let's now go back to our top menu and let's add those two articles that I created earlier. And to do that, I'm going to go back here to the menu I want to add the link to. Click on the New button. And notice here you have menu item type. This is a good thing to spend some time learning. Click on that. Notice that I have all kinds of menu item types. The articles are very straightforward. So I started you out here creating some articles and then go ahead and link to those articles. But notice you can also link to contacts, news feeds, web links, users, something called the wrapper, and then system links as well as a search. So let's do a single article. I think this is the most straightforward. Single article. Notice that that brings me to this new menu item. Menu item type is single article. I have to now select which article I want to link to. Notice that that's under the required settings here. Let's select or change. This gives me a list of all of my articles. Here's where the categories really come into play. So by selecting my social media category, it really limits the number of articles that I have to deal with. So let's do Planning Your Network. Let's give this a menu title, Planning Networks. Let's shorten that up a little bit because that's going to be my menu link. Alias could also be Planning Social Website. I can put a note here. There is the actual link. By the way, if you wanted to link this page from another website or another page in Joomla, you would copy this link. That's the link that Joomla is going to set up to link to that page. Status is published. Access, again, is public, registered, special, or customer access. Menu location here is the keys. I want to do this on my top menu, but I could, at this point, attach this to other menus as well. I don't have to do the top menu, even though I started out at the top menu. Target window default is parent. That means it'll load this page in the same page that it came from, or you can create this in a new window or a new window without navigation. Language, template style. Here you can set the template for this page. You're not bound to the default template, but can choose other templates that you have in your template manager. Article options, show title, linked titles, link category, and so on. Link type options, page display options, and more. I recommend go ahead and save and close this. menu item successfully saved. Go back to your front end, refresh your browser, and notice that there is my new link. Clicking on the link will then bring me to my article. These format options here are those settings that were in my menu page dialog that I just showed you. So in this way you can rebuild this website here by removing some of the template items and then replacing them with your own articles that you're creating. Also, be sure to check out not just the top menu, but also the other menus that came with the sample data. Try removing various articles in the other menus. You can also remove the menus and then add your own custom menus. So let me move on to the next movie and demonstrate how to create your own custom menu from scratch.